Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Cursed Dota Invitational. This is Game 2 between the QPAD Red Pandas and Dignitas in the losers bracket, and we will just get right into the action. We're going to unpause in 3, 2, 1, unpause. Fuck, can't unpause because I'm bad at life. But anyways, if there is a bit of desync, I'll just catch up. But anyways, QPAD versus Dignitas. QPAD played pretty well, but Dignitas in the end just executed their game plan more successfully, and their draft just allowed them to do that. So we'll see if QPAD can sort of recover, as they definitely showed that they have the potential. They've won some team fights where they were still very far behind, but unfortunately, in the end, they just got overpowered.
10 seconds.
Yeah, I don't... This is a little bit on last game, but they tried to do a 4 protect 1 basically, and they tried to have a Magnus middle, which I don't think really works because if you're doing a 4 protect 1, the enemy team's going to have more farm, which means they'll have more positional items, which means either a silent stick is going to be up or a lot of force staff. So Magnus isn't really going to be that useful in an environment, and he wasn't that game. So obviously QPAD likes running the Magnus. I mean, who doesn't? But for the most part, they might shy away from that this game, or at least I would like to see them shy away from that if they're going to try to do another 4 protect 1.
And I'm going to fully expect that if QPAD don't get the bear for themselves, they're going to ban it, as they were actually able to control the lifesteal very, very effectively. QPAD do have the first 6, so maybe they have a bear in their own mind, but I've actually never seen them run the bear. But they're going to ban out the Magnus, Dignitas going to ban out the Wisp. Always good ban against Mini, who does have a very, very nice Wisp, but QPAD going to ban out the Bat Rider. So are they really going to let the bear go through? Because I've never seen QPAD use the bear that effectively.
Well, the Bat Rider ban is a little bit odd to me because most drafters in this patch sort of go by the mantra of if you have first pick, they have to ban Bat Rider. But if you have first pick and you ban Bat Rider, that is like a huge signal that either A, your team doesn't utilize Bat Rider well, they don't have a Bat Rider player, or B, you just have a really awesome plan and I don't know what it is, but I don't know. Banning Bat Rider is kind of weird if you have first pick.
I have to totally agree with you. Bat Rider, when you have the first pick, is pretty rarely banned in the second phase. You might ban it as a first ban, but not with your second ban in the first phase, especially when you have the first pick. But even then, that's very, very rare. But QPAD waiting a while, and I mean, I guess if they decided if they want to let the bear through, they're going to have to fight him a bit more effectively. Maybe they realized the problem with their last draft. Maybe they say, okay, we can actually fight the bear, guys. I mean, I'm just emphasizing the bear so much since the bear just went to town on the buildings. But QPAD going to pick up the lone druid for themselves. So we're going to have to see how they utilize this, as Waga is the offlane player now. This is a role that he has played in the past in Dota 1. He has recently transitioned to it in Dota 2. So he's got to be feel pretty comfortable with this hero, but I mean, is it on par with AUI or Admiral Bulldog, as we're going to see Darkseer being snatched up by Dignitas. Universe Darkseer going to be showcased yet again.
Everybody knows that Universe Darkseer's auto-win. Second only to Universe Furion. But yeah, it works so well with their lineup. Like, it's a greedy offlane, I use that word like non-stop when describing Dignitas, but it's a greedy offlane hero, and then you put someone in the jungle, and then you put 2 people in the safe lane, and then you win. So I think the Darkseer Gyro is just a really, really fearsome pickup because of the obvious synergy, right? The call down and then the vacuum. But right now, QPAD has to respond. Like, they have to win team fights against Dignitas. And this is going to sound really stupid, and I don't think you would normally do it, but I would pick up a Warlock right now if I was QPAD, just because you will lose team fights otherwise. Like, it's just going to happen. You're going to lose all the team fights if you don't have, like, an auto-win button. Also, Warlock's a really, really good mid.
Definitely, but I mean, Select plays mid, and I don't know if Warlock is particularly a hero that he's practiced with, as
he's literally the easiest mid hero in the game. Like, my friend never plays mid, and he just played Warlock 3 games in a row and went, like, beyond godlike. He's so easy. It's completely brain dead.
I mean, if you ever watched Luminous stream, you know that Luminous has a 100% win rate with, or a really high win rate with Warlock, and I mean, that tells you all you need to know, that Warlock is a broken mid.
Yep.
But we're going to see QPAD pick up the roaming supports yet again. We'll see if they actually roam this time, as Leshrac and Shadowdean are going to be the choices. Jax managed to play a pretty effective Leshrac even without the help of the Shadowdean. They have an Earthshaker setup, and Shadowdean and Leshrac, of course, is for the most part an easier combination to execute. Although we have seen in the past, I think I casted a game by myself, or you casted a game with me, that they couldn't execute the combination that effectively. But it has been a good deal of time, so we'll see if this combination can be executed a bit more successfully this time, because that is going to be a must if they want to have a shot at shutting down Dignitas in the early game. Because if Dignitas manage to have an okay early game, you know they're going to have a really strong mid game.
Yeah. And Dignitas is picking up their pretty signature at this point, Jungle Prophet.
Yep, another greedy experience-dependent support for Dignitas says.
You know what I want to see? I want to see a team when they play Dignitas do the same exact thing that Dignitas does, but to a greater extent. Get a Midas offlane hero, get a Midas mid hero, Midas carry, and run a jungler who gets Midas. And I just want to see it happen. Like, nobody's done it yet. I just want to see a team that gets to outfarm Dignitas.
As Dignitas gonna be at the Juggernaut, so maybe fearing that the potential of an aggressive trial against their soul laner. And Gyrocopter has been fading out recently in the Western scene, even just because he is quite squishy, and if you gank him, he's been fading out in the Western scene a little bit. He's not first pick material anymore.
Okay. Oh yeah, I guess that's true. He's getting picked up a lot earlier. Now he's getting picked up later. Because I was thinking, I was like, all the American teams still really like running him, but I think the Euro teams don't get him as much. I don't know. But I definitely saw Eastern teams starting to pick him up after, like, the hero's crap. He's like Shadow Fiend. He gets going on and then he dies. And then they're like, wait, he's actually really good.
Yeah, the Eastern team's actually picking up quite frequently from now on. And when I say quite frequently, I mean like 1 or 2 games every 5 games. I don't know. I'm just spitting bullshit at this moment. I haven't really paid attention to the frequency of Gyrocopter pickups. But QPAD gonna bat the Jakiro as well as the Queen of Pain, so bearing some form. Well, they're banning out supports because Dignitas don't really have a good laning support at the moment.
Well, the Rubik is... I don't know why that particularly was banned. That's probably protecting some hero that they want to pick up. But the Quap is a devastating mid, and there aren't really that many great mids left in the pool, plus the Vacuum and the, Quap combo. And then the Jakiro is just kind of obvious. Vacuum, Ice Path, Gyrocopter, free team fight win. And there will be a Kunkka ban, so showing Sing Sing a little bit of respect right there.
Yeah, as they had the Shadow Demon, and QPAD did not yet have their mid-solo choice, but QPAD have transitioned Sing to the hard carry role, and we're going to see a Clockwork being picked up by QPAD, and I've got to imagine this is going to be a mid-solo clock, I think.
It could be an offlane Clockwork and a farming lone druid with a dual roam combination in a mid. That's how I would run it personally, but I don't know how QPAD likes to run their lone druid.
I'm just going to say that because I think Select has played Clockwork in the past, and Select is not the mid player, so I'm going to guess that Clockwork will be handled mid by Select, but that could be mistaken. I'm not too sure. And Dignitas is going to pick up the Bane, just a little bit of extra insurance against Lone Druid, but again, a very greedy, experience-dependent support who can't really make that good use of that hero early on, especially with a hero like Nature's Prophet. But we're going to see Bounty Hunter being picked up by QPAD, so maybe this Select's hero, man, this is just pretty interesting draft. Remember 2 or 3 months ago, Bounty Hunter was all the rage, and then suddenly he just died out, because if you don't manage to get the ganks off, he's not that useful of a hero.
Yeah. And I still think he's pretty legit if you can force a 1v1 lane, and he's in like either the safe lane or off lane, it doesn't matter, but QPAD is not going to do a 4 protect 1. That failed last game. This is sort of a gank train into end the game off the Lone Druid type thing, because Bounty Hunter gets a lot of gold, all the supports get farmed up, you get your pipe, you get your mech, and then Lone Druid has his, hitting like towers fast items, and then you win. But I don't know how well that's going to work, simply because A, Gyrocopter basically is going to murder everybody on your team if he gets just the slightest amount of items. Furion's going to split push the other lanes while you're grouping up and pushing, and Puck is going to slam hardcore whoever's mid, unless it's the Syllabear. And then it's depending on the Syllabear's skill level. If it's really high, he'll win. If it's not amazing, he'll lose.
Well, it is going to be Select playing the Bear, so he probably has practiced this in the past. Otherwise, QPAD would not have chosen him, but it's going to be interesting to see how they lane this, as Sing Sing is actually playing the Clockwork. So QPAD actually switching up the roles. Sing Sing maybe going back into the mid lane. I'm not too sure what QPAD's going to do. I guess they're going to go back into... I mean, it's weird because we saw Sing Sing play hard carry a lot recently, and now he's going back to sort of a supporting Clockwork. I'm not really too sure how QPAD are exactly going to lane this, but I guess it's going to be interesting to find out.
Yeah, I think... I don't know, I don't really think at all, but what I would guess is going to happen is that Dignitas is going to win mid by a sufficient enough amount that Puck is just going to murder everybody on the other team. Like, what do those heroes do to Puck? Leshrac can't stun him, right? I mean, Bounty Hunter can't even hit him with a shuriken. Shadow Demon, who cares if you get disrupted, right? You just start spamming your spell to hide. I think this is a case of Puck getting to do whatever he wants, basically.
So introducing the players on both teams. Sing Sing is going to be handling the mid-solo clockwork, taking a Stout Shield as well as a set of Tango, setting up for the bottle. Waga is going to be playing the Bounty Hunter in the offlane position, and meanwhile Select is going to be playing the Lone Druid. It looks like Jax is going to be playing Leshrac, and Mini is going to be playing that Shadow Demon, holding onto a lot of wards as well as Smoke of Deceit. Meanwhile, on the side, Dignitas are going to have Bane being handled by Way Too Sexy. AUI is going to be playing the Gyrocopter. It looks like Nature's Prophet is going to be played by Fogged. Universe is going to be playing his signature Darkseer, and Snaking is going to be playing that Puck. So overall, you've got to favor Dignitas quite a bit in lanes, because Bounty Hunter in the offlane has been sort of figured out for the most part. As you can see, Bane has picked up the Centaurs. Mid lane should be won quite handily by Snaking, and the bottom lane, well, I mean, Darkseer can just go into the jungle.
Okay. Oh my god, that's going to suck.
A nice illusion block, and Bane could not escape, as that is definitely a good start for QPAD. Jerax did pick up the first blood, so that is going to give him either fast boost of speed or give them an upgrade courier. We'll see what he decides to go for. Maybe a fast boost speed could benefit them a bit more if they decide to roam very early on.
That's true. And for the most part, oh man, Sing Sing's doing the cogs to rest thing. Okay. Balance rant. I don't do this too much, or I might, but I try not to. I don't think that those things should be usable as a laning skill. I think they should be used as an oh shit skill and a teamfight skill, but the fact that you just burn people's mana with them in lanes is kind of silly. I don't know. I don't think it's a good hero design.
Well, I mean, it's in the game, so you gotta make good usage of it, and Sing Sing definitely looking to do that, as he has been able to out-CS Snaking, but it's only been one wave, so definitely too early to call, as there's gonna be a gank on the top lane. We're gonna see the Splurth actually whiff just barely, just a split second too early, I think, but Way Too Sexy will get cleaned up regardless, so ultimately that did not cost QPAD too much, as Bane will get picked up, but still, it's a little bit disconcerting, just because QPAD has shown in the past that they have not always been able to execute that combination to the fullest.
I also have seen them completely own with it, though, and they're going to gank mid, and this is not a good use of their time because they can't do anything to Puck. They will see he's out of mana. They can just phase shift. Like, Puck doesn't even care. Like, you need a really strong mid with, like, a disabled to bring it down. So,
but they are going to find the Nature's Prophet. The Splurth whiffs yet again, and this is definitely going to cost them. Jerax, what the heck are you doing, man?
I don't know.
Well,
what are you even doing with your life, JRX?
They're going to have to pull it together, to say the least, says SK channeling his inner clairvoyance. Meanwhile, Sing Sing going to burn the mana of the king, but Snaking has his bottle. I mean, this is really not going to bother him too much, and he's going to find himself a regen rune on the bottom lane. And Sport's going to transition all the way down to the bottom lane, where Bane, with the help of the Darks, are going to initiate onto Select. The Ion Shell going to dispel the Nightmare. Select going to take a lot of damage, actually going to get blocked off Snake, or Select going to juke into the trees. He's going to resummon the bear, as we're going to see Universe try to cut off the creep wave, but here comes the rotation by Jerax, as Shouting positioning himself will get the disruption. Surge has timed out Jerax. Please land the stun. Does land the stun. Or did he? I think he might have just been path blocked.
No, he got stunned.
Okay.
JRX 1 for 3 on a killing spree.
Yeah, 3 for nothing. So QPAD.
Hey, you know what? He's getting kills, so.
Yeah, and they have 3 kills thus far. They're definitely getting their roaming off successfully, which is something they really need to do. And Lone Druid, not having the best time against the Darkseer, but now that Darkseer has died, it should become a lot easier, especially as it approaches that level 5 mark, as Darkseer dying definitely not going to help him out too much. He did pick up the bottle rather than going for the Soul Ring. We'll see if he decides to get both, as we have seen Darkseers in the past do that, but probably just going to stick with the bottle, as we're going to see a rotation in. Here comes the Nature's Prophet Fogged, and going to find himself in a sticky situation, as there's going to be defensive disruption trying to prolong the life of the Shouting. Jax looking to kill off the Nature's Prophet. They do manage to kill off the Nature's Prophet. Meanwhile, Universe going to work on Select. Select as the double ion shell doing huge amount of damage. Beautiful micro by falling down the tree and Select. Gonna juke back the other way. Here comes the surge by Universe looking to pick up the last hit on Select. Nice juking by Select. Here comes the bear. Select not ill-advised. He doesn't have the entangling roots. Here comes the Soul Catcher onto Universe. He's taking a lot of extra damage. Jerax trying to do whatever he can. The Splurt was not communicated properly as the stun not gonna land. Meanwhile, Universe looking to escape. Does have one more charge of the bottle, gonna get it dispelled. No, he actually used a tango instead, and looks like he's trying to escape. Actually gonna pop the ion shell and gonna go back in onto Mini. Mini's gonna take a lot of damage. The stun gonna miss yet again by Jax. Meanwhile, although Nature's Power did manage to pick off the Lone Druid, but Universe going ham on QPAD, picks up a double
Holy
kill.
shit, he's so good.
Oh my
B-Ball,
god.
why is he this good? How is he, like, how is this allowed that he's this good at Dota? Okay, I'm gonna stop fanboying now a little bit. I'll save it for later. But it looks like Wagamon was going to get pushed off the top lane. And dear lord, like, he did everything right for like a full minute. And my dog's being a whiny little bitch, fairly standard, so I'm going to go deal with him. Be right back.
So Universe making big plays happen on the bottom lane. He managed to get so much experience, so much extra gold. Select just managed to level 5. And if the lane slows down a little bit, he might be able to get himself back into the game, and that is a complete necessity because when it comes down to late game DPS, Select is pretty much all that QPAD has going for them. Bounty Hunter has been able to pick up some source of experience, but they are facing a Nature's Prophet in the jungle who can't really do anything to keep the Bounty Hunter back, and you know that Bane is going to be pulling. He's going to do whatever he can to possibly get as much experience as possible. So Bounty Hunter is now level 5. We'll see if he can get that early point to track very, very soon, as the creep's going to get pulled by the Dire or by the Radiant, and we'll see if Waga can pick up whatever stats he can possibly find. But overall, things are looking a little bit grim for QPAD as their dual roaming was very successful, managed to net them 3 kills in the early going, but the bottom lane Massacre just going to swing the momentum back to even, and even is not where QPAD wants to be in this game against Dignitas. Meanwhile, Universe with the boot speed has 2 charges in the bottle as we're going to see another engagement. Jerax pops the Edict looking for the stun. Gonna miss the stun again. What the heck is this? Clockwork does manage to pick off Nature's Prophet in the meanwhile in the jungle, but Jerax just missing stuns all over the map. This is kind of sad. This should not be happening. This might be a server problem. I really doubt it. This is just not looking good for QPAD if they can't execute this combination, which is known for quite a while to be a very, very strong combination just because that stun does a good amount of damage, but that is going to allow Universe to escape yet again in a situation he probably shouldn't have been able to do so. So Universe going to just pop some iron shells, go back into the lane, and meanwhile the support's trying to do whatever they can to just get experience, get some farm, but right now with that dual roaming not paying off as well as it could have, they are going to lose a lot of experience. And when they're facing a jungler in the form of Nature's Prophet, that's definitely not going to help them out.
That's not going to help at all, people. I am back. My dog's going to be quiet for another 10 minutes at least, hopefully. And it looks like Dignitas is in a commanding lead, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, it's 5-4 in favor of QPAD, but these ganks not working for the supports are just really crippling the QPAD lines. It's not even ganks, it's just simple disruption and display with combinations, and it could be some lag. I'm not too sure which server this is on, but still, it shouldn't be that big of an excuse.
That's not a lag issue though. Like when you lag, it's missing stuns when people are moving, not when they're in a steady place. You know, I think that's just an unfamiliarity issue. I mean, I can't think of what else it would be. And Sing Sing is actually maxing Battery Assault, which is kind of odd because it's not that good against Dignitas. Like everybody else has sort of a way of killing him when he's on top of them, or just getting away from him. So it's a little bit odd. Most people get at least 2 points in Rocket, but I guess he's just going for the killing people build, and he's going to run around with Bounty Hunter and try to kill stuff.
Well, he's going to get himself Dream Coil in the middle lane. The Dream Coil does break, but he still has the Haste Rune charged up. He will dodge the Brain Sap, the teleport not in time. Good usage of the Haste Rune as Dignitas, just not enough damage, but Sing Sing did burn through all of his bottle charges, so he's forced to go back to base. He will miss this next rune unless the rune does bomb in the bottom lane, so that is going to leave him out of commission for a gank for a little bit, as Universe is looking to secure himself a bottom rune, bottling up, but the rune is going to spawn in the top lane. Dignitas is going to benefit from that regardless, and all the while, AUI is just farming it up. 37 last hit. Select is out farming the Gyrocopter, but when you play a farming game against the Gyrocopter with only 1 carry, that's really not a good position to be in.
Yeah, Gyro is one of those carries who is capable of being the only carry on his team, simply because you can use him and get off to a huge lead early because he's such like he is the team fight carry, I would say, at least in this patch. And he's even going for the being useful early build by maxing Rocket Barrage, which I like to see. I always cringe a little bit when people don't skill it or get 1 point in it. But anyway, I think both teams are cool to farm right now, right? I can't see Dignitas really getting any more ganks off, so I would like to see Mini try to farm the jungle, but he's only got 1 point in Shadow Poison, so maybe not.
Meanwhile, the puck has an Meltaz, and here comes a hook initiation onto Snaking, who did use his orb, so he's going to be caught in a very awkward position. Waga is there with the track. They're going to kill off Snaking, going to get themselves a nice bit of gold in the process. Level 1 track does not really give you that much gold, but every bit of gold does help, and they are able to shut down the puck for a little bit, so really nicely done by QPAD, really timing the stuns perfectly. Good execution of that as well, and every kill they can get on the puck is just going to be absolutely critical.
Yeah, it's a big deal. You got to set that dagger back. It's so important. When Puck gets a fast dagger and you have supports who can't get him off of you, it's sort of like the Storm Syndrome, but even more, because Puck isn't really dependent on mana. There's going to be a gank top, so I'll talk about it a little bit later, but basically Puck just does whatever he wants in the backlines of a fight and keeps doing it. Where Storm gets out of mana after he kills 1 or 2 people, Puck doesn't. So it's a little bit even more scary if he gets that fast dagger up.
All the while, Fogged has died twice, but he did involve himself in a couple of ganks. He was killed in the jungle by the QPAD lineup with the help of the Clockwork. Is Snaking looking to do a bit of harassment onto the Clockwork. Sing Sing just going to pop the cogs, but he did already use the cogs. His hook is cooling down, but the coil will snap. They will kill off Sing Sing. Way Too Sexy is going to take that kill for his troubles. I'm sure Snaking not too happy with that, as Way Too Sexy gonna venture in. He is level 6, does manage to get the Fiend's Grip off, killing off Mini, and manages to get himself a nice bit of mana. In the meantime, Fog gonna teleport to the mid lane, and it looks like this middle tower will get pushed down without any sort of backup by QPAD. This middle tower already below half HP, so very, very unfortunate turns of events for QPAD. They did not know the Bane was so close to level 6, but after that kill, got level 6, got the Fiend's Grip, and that was a very, very easy kill for Dignitas.
That's dual lanes for you, man. I mean, you're gonna get more experience because it's just more to go around. And uh-oh, that's gonna suck.
Sing Sing gonna initiate, will look to focus down Fog. The cogs actually backfire him in a little bit, and the Iron Shell actually did a significant chunk of HP to Sing Sing, as meanwhile we're gonna see situation in by Waga. Snaking does not have the illusory orb as he's trying to bottle up. Does have a full charge of 1, so he should be able to escape. Nightmare will hold Waga in place, and now Waga gonna be caught on the back foot a little bit, gonna get brain sapped as well as Iron Shell, and Dignitas gonna turn around the counter gank. I don't know if that was the best initiation by Sing Sing. I guess he's just said, let's go, but that definitely did not help out QPAD as they lost a middle tower, they lost a bounty hunter, and Clockwork was able to escape, but still, every moment that bounty hunter is dead is just a moment that, you know, Dignitas is not afraid.
Yeah, you're not really allowed to die on heroes like bounty hunter this early, because if you do, everybody, it's like if you're on Pudge and you're just constantly running through wards. They know where you are, they don't have to be afraid, and all of a sudden, you can do whatever you want. And now that Bounty Hunter isn't here, the support combo that's running around hasn't got enough damage to kill things. Sing Sing can't kill things. Like, he's needed to kill things in every single lane. Like, he's their damage. And I don't think that it's really going to work with him being dead. Obviously, he's back, but he's just going to get gripped and die. That sucks.
Oh, Dream Claw on the bottom lane, going to get a lot of heroes. Jax immediately going to get killed off. Waga gonna get killed off as well by the Wrath of Nature on the top lane. Meanwhile, Mini gonna get hunted down. Select will be the first one to fall in that chase. And meanwhile, the Orb is gonna fly and trying to cut off Mini's escape. Here comes the pursuit. Mini will most certainly die. Sing Sing looking to get something going from nothing, but he's gonna take a ridiculous amount of damage from Iron Shell. I think Sing Sing, it would have been more prudent for him to back up, looking to kill off heroes. Does manage to secure himself a big streak, but if he dies, then once again a puck, that will be a huge loss to Jax. Did he end up buying back? No, I think he just naturally respawned, as that is going to be a huge loss for QPAD. Gonna lose that overall 2-4, as Snaking gonna dodge the Splurth, or Jax didn't even cast it. The Splurth does manage to hit on Snaking. Can they pursue the issue? Sing Sing gonna get sprouted. Here comes the Wind Grip. Did not manage to hit on Sing Sing, but Jax will get defensively disrupted. That might actually cost Jax's life, as Jax will get killed off. Miscommunication happening abound for QPAD. Meanwhile, Select has respawned after a long team fight. Meanwhile, the brain sap going in on Mini. Mini dies yet again. Fogged gonna get trapped by Select, but Select is completely isolated. Here comes Universe on the rotation, and Select will be in a lot of trouble. Fogged will escape just on a sliver HP, teleports out with the TP scroll. Meanwhile, Selected gonna get nightmared. Here comes the Iron Shell Harassment. Dignitas trying to get as much damage as possible. They know it's very difficult to kill off the Lone Druid. They get the wall, they get the Iron Shell. Vacuum doing a lot of damage as well. Sing Sing is back into the fray, but Snaking will pick up the kill on Select. Sing Sing might end up paying for this with this life. Fog gonna teleport in. Meanwhile, Bounty Hunter in the back line's gonna be able to pick up one track kill, but all the while his team is dying around him. Sing Sing gonna buy back. They're all able to kill off Fogged, but they didn't get the track gold. Meanwhile, Universe gonna get caught in the cogs. Might be able to kill out Waga. Will kill off Waga. Iron Shell is so ridiculous. Gonna force Sing Sing away. Splurth catches on just the tip. Universe gonna get killed yet again. And overall, I don't know.
What a game. I just want to say, Puck walked out of that fight with 3,600 gold. He's got a dagger, and he's got a lot of money in the bank. He is going to be the scariest hero on the map for like the next 30 minutes. 30's pushing it, 25. But yeah, when Puck gets a start this good, he doesn't really ever lose. He's just a scary hero. And JRX is actually clearing creep camps with a Pulse Nova at level 7. It's a little bit odd.
I mean, they need to get as much farm as possible. And keep in mind, Dignitas fought that entire fight 4v5 against a buyback, a couple buybacks, mass teleports, and AUI is just farming it up as Snaking gonna go one way, blinks back the other way. They will kill off many very, very quickly. Select gonna take a lot of damage. Here comes the call down. It does whiff on Select completely, but the tree ants around the Sprout gonna hold Select in place. One more hit by AUI will be able to pick up the kill. Nice hook shot in by Sing Sing, but the orb is gonna fly in from Snaking. Snaking will again get another kill. Waga gonna get driven away. The vacuum will destroy all the trees. Waga gonna get killed off. Track not doing anything, and QPAD looking in a terrible position. AUI says, I'm here, I want to play some Dota, let's get some kills. And with AUI, Dignitas did not lose any heroes. Meanwhile, QPAD did lose 3.
Yeah. I'm just going to say it, Dignitas is outplaying the shit out of QPAD right now. They're playing better. That's why they're winning these fights. Their coordination's better, they're going on the right people, all their spells are landing, and Universe is the goddamn man. So, I think right now, Dignitas is showing that there's a reason why they got invited to the International. No flame to QPAD.
Blink in by Puck, gonna get the Dream Gold, picks up Mini for the umpteenth time. Jarek's gonna get vacuumed in the Universe, trying to get a bit of that gold, but once again, Snaking snags himself a double kill. Snaking got like 15 minutes in the game. They're gonna get a tier 2. This is looking incredibly grim, to say the least, for QPAD, as they don't really have a better late game. This is...
Look at Puck's items.
Yo, Dagon, why not?
It's super legit on him. Like, it's not even a troll item. Like, if you have a good start, it's like the best item to get. Except for maybe a Yule's, like if you're worried about silence. But it means you can solo kill people without using Dream Coil, and it means you're that much scary. More scary. Scarier. English.
English, very hard language. Universe picks up the mechanism, double damage for AUI. Will they go in for Roshan as QPAD trying to make something happen? They want to get a track kill. They're looking to initiate onto Way Too Sexy. They do get a track off. Sing Sing does manage to get a cogs, does manage to hit Way Too Sexy. They're going to get a track kill. Maybe not, as the Brain Sap going to give Way Too Sexy a lot of HP. Meanwhile, Puck is able to kill off Mini again. AUI will be on the pursuit. It's going to be a 1-for-0 track kill. Will favor QPAD slightly, as they did mention trade support, so, I mean, every bit of gold that QPAD gets is going to help, but still, they're not really pushing with the Lone Druid, where he should be almost at his peak, when no other hero in the game should stop him.
I'm going to say they being QPAD made an item decision that wasn't really good. If Dignitas has a team lineup that just runs around and is just fighting you and fighting you and fighting you, and they never stop, and they're just, like, there's always skirmishes, you know? It's skirmish Dota, and it's just small engages that last for a long time. They needed to get a phase boots on the Syllabear, because that turns that hero into, like, a monster. But without the phase boots, you're not going to get the big roots. And hookshot going in.
Hookshot into Way Too Sexy. He's going to be caught yet again, but they're going to vacuum Sing Sing out of the cog. Sing Sing going to take a huge amount of damage. It's going to be a defensive disruption onto Sing Sing. He does so much damage, they can't afford to lose him. Dream Coil going to catch 2. Waga going to be caught. Here comes Snaking with a Dagon 2. Has not yet used it, looking to seal the deal on Select. Perhaps Select taking a lot of edge. Here comes the Dagon, able to burst down the Lone Druid. Meanwhile, AY able to pick up the kill onto Jerax. Sing Sing and Mini forced to retreat, but Snaking will not let that happen. Gonna go to work on Mini, will kill off Mini. Sing Sing gonna be the sole survivor in this game, and well, icing on top of the cake, the courier died.
It was just standing there too. It kind of gave up. Like someone started to micro it back and then they stopped it and then they're like, it's gone. You always feel sad when people just give up and they're dead. But Roshan's gonna go down. AUI is gonna get it. I really hope he gets a rapier. It feels like that kind of game. He won't though because yeah, that's like the one way they lose the game. We'll probably just get like an MKB or butterfly.
Well, I mean, Snaky has a Dagon 3, and he's making his way. If these kills keep up, he will get that Dagon 5 before this game ends. Meanwhile, Fog picks up his own Dagon, saying, "You're not going to steal all of the kills, bro." Universe, no Dagon. Kind of disappointed. What the heck, Universe? AUI, no Dagon? What the fuck? Bane, no Dagon? Even though he's being killed, he still has...
He might be working on it, though. You don't know. And, I just want to say, gonna pose a question. Is sneaking the new RTZ?
No, MSS is the new RTZs. You see that guy steal RPs? He is the man, as again, miscommunication. The disruption and splurge were just not there. They're able to kill snaking at the very least, so that's something, as Puck will be out of the picture. Bane, once again, choosing to give QPAD a little bit of hope. He's going to give him a track kill, but the wall is going to be used by Universe. Universe does not want to give QPAD any hope. We're looking to engage upon sinking. Will not be able to escape. Fog doing immense amounts of right clicks at this point in the game. Select looking to teleport on out of there. Will be able to escape, but the bear unfortunately not nearly as lucky, as they managed to kill off the Puck, so Puck gonna have that Dagon 5 delayed for a bit. But I mean,
it's a sad day when your Dagon 5 comes after 20 minutes as opposed to before, isn't it?
I mean, RIP in peace, Puck's godlike streak.
And yeah, I don't think there's that much more serious commentary to be done about this game. I think like most of Dignitas' deaths were just them dicking around anyway and not playing super serious. Wagamama is still trying though. He's got his phase boots drum and...
Well, I mean, most of QPAD's kills happened in the early game, and you know they did a decent job, but the execution just was not there. As Fog gonna get initiated upon. Looks like QPAD looking to get one more track kill. They're gonna go work on Fog. Fog most certainly will die. No, they don't have vision, as he's able to teleport right from underneath QPAD's noses. AUI will take maybe a Janata hit, but they can't afford to engage upon AUI. He still has an agency. He has the Demon Edge looking to finish up that MKB. Meanwhile, Mini, oh my god, Mini. This ain't no Milk Award, because you're not winning.
I already said, what are you doing with your life this game, didn't I? I can't say that.
Oh, snaking! Gonna feed? Snaking, what are you doing? What are you doing with your life? Oh my god. Can we keep out that hope?
I want to see a Dagon 5, and he's ruining everything. Fogs might upgrade. Nah, he's just gonna get the Lothars. Yo, here's how you play Prophet when you're smurfing. Here's how you do it. You don't get boots. You rush the Midas in the jungle. You gotta snipe that courier to speed it up, of course. So you get the Midas, then you get the Dagon, then you get the Lothars, then you max the Dagon, then you get the Ethereal Blade, then you get the Refresher to do it all twice. That's how you do it. And I kind of want to see Fog do this, but he's got like a TP scroll and magic wand and shit. Like he's being useful. I don't know. It's kind of upsetting me.
I mean, there's only one legit way to play Nature's Prophet, and you just went over it, so... I don't know, Fogged is clearly not up to...
Fogged hasn't gone to the SHK School of Dota, apparently.
Fogged is...
Real talk, though, that's a good thing. He'd be feeding if he had. Let's see.
I mean, Mini is working on the Milk Award, but you've got to win to get the Milk Award, as this is just not looking good for QPAD. It's not like they're really close to items. Conqueror has a Blade Mail, so going to give themselves a bit more survivability, but still, Gyrocopter is going to be immense obstacle to overcome. Select is just underfarmed as heck. Mini has less than 1k net worth, 21 minutes in the game, and it looks like Dignitas want to group up. They want to make an end of this game, as maybe not AUI pushing on the bottom lane. Dignitas just going to play it slow, going to play it safe, as they so often do. But it looks like they smell blood. Blood is in the water, and Dignitas going to be the sharks to end the lives of QPAD. Defensive disruption going to help prolong Mini's life, as Snaking once again going balls deep, going to die yet again. Snaking feeding so hard, trying to get QPAD back in the game, but all the while the bomb barracks going to be under threat of a Dignitas push, as Dignitas is going to push. Going to push down the bomb barracks, and Bane dies.
Nah, it's no big deal at this point. Actual analysis, though, QPAD, I think, if I was them, the way you get back in this game, not at this point, but, you know, when Dignitas sort of gets to a good start and everybody kind of deals damage in AoE, you mass bracers, you get Blade Mail on your cores, and everybody gets Strength Treads. Because all the AoE damage means that people are going to kill themselves on you. Like Puck and Gyrocopter can't stop themselves from killing themselves on you. So it's the best way to actually come back from a fight like that.
Meanwhile, AUI just doing immense amounts of DPS. Snaking did get 1 kill with his Dagon 3, looking to get that Dagon 4 for once in his life. Did not die as, oh man, Mini got a kill. Dignitas, I don't know what you guys are doing with your lives. You let Mini get a kill as Shadow Demon able to make his score look a little bit more pretty. Sing Sing gonna get rocketed. Select just mass 5x by QPAD. I think they know the end is imminent, but they want to give it one last shot as AUI just juking back and forth. Select gonna die. Snaking once again picks up a kill, blinks back out to safety. Waga gonna get chased down. Disruption gonna be used to try to prolong the life of Sing Sing. Sing Sing will escape as Waga will get rocketed and Orb is gonna fly through. Shouty does kill off the
Look at how good that is. They got the full vacuum and then into tree sprout. I've legitimately never seen that before. Because the vacuum breaks the trees, so you have to do it after the vacuum, then it's really hard to do it exactly right. But goddamn, this is why people first ban Darkseer against Dignitas. Like, they just use it so well.
And QPAD gonna defend after buying back a huge number of times. Snaking.
Oh, Sneaking fucks up. He doesn't go to his orb. What is he doing?
Oh my god, Snaking so
Hashtag
bad.
the king.
Dignitas.
Although that is actually a known bug. Sometimes, I don't think it works in that context, but sometimes if you silence and then jump to orb, like, incredibly quickly after, it won't jump to the orb. But I don't think that was what happened there.
I think Snaking's just really bad this game.
Probably.
Meanwhile, QPAD eyeing their first tower of the game, 25 minutes in with a lone druid and a Leshrac. It's not looking good for Dignitas. They might be in danger of losing this tier 1 tower. Oh my god.
Did you catch it? Mini got 2 kills.
I know. I mean, Melk is kind of disappointed. I mean, this could be the start. Well, I mean,
should be the start of something great, B-Ball.
Purge onto Universe. He is gonna die yet again. AOI trying to do out the deeps, kills off Select with the help of the Brain Sap. AOI is on the pursuit. Mini 3 or 2, 4, and 12 as he is gonna die, and I think this is gonna be the back-breaking push. Even without Universe and Puck, Dignitas just say, alright, we're tired of this. Let's get this over with.
If Dignitas was playing seriously right now, I feel like they could just 2v5. Just pick 2 heroes on your team, QPAD gets all 5 of theirs, and you have at it. But let's be real, they are kind of dicking around a bit. They're not playing that seriously. I think AUI is the only one who's really, really trying as hard as he can. Like, Dignitas was playing super seriously, and they were playing great, and then they started, you know, diving tier 4 by themselves. But at this point, I know as casters you're always supposed to say, well, here's what QPAD can do to get back in the game. I don't think there is anything. I'm not going to lie to you guys.
I mean, when your gyrocopter has double the net worth of your highest potential carry, it's never going to be a good situation.
No, not at all.
And Puck.
But, hey, question, where is this in the stage of the tournament?
This is like, I think, first round of losers bracket. So QPAD, when they lose this, because I think they are going to lose this, they're going to be out. Because Dignitas lost to EG and QPAD lost to Navi. As Puck gonna blink in, looking to kill off Mini. Dagon, just not enough damage. This is why you shouldn't feed so much, Snaking, as you are gonna lose your life yet again. God, Snaking, I don't know what you're doing, man. As here comes the vacuum call down. A lot of DPS being thrown out. Select just gonna melt into oblivion. I'm not too sure why QPAD's not GGing out. GG, well played, is called by the QPAD Red Pandas. And I think it's a moral victory for QPAD because they didn't let Snaking get his Dagon 5, so good on them. But
they're the real winners. Yeah, MVP, definitely Universe for me though. I don't know. I really think that guy's like an underrated player. But if you watch him play, he just turns situations around that other players wouldn't and gets kills out of it. And I really respect that because he just mans up. And good luck to Dignitas in the future round. I think QPAD is pretty bad-mannered for not saying good luck in next round, but, you know, that's them flaming, not me, so...
I don't think that's actually a thing.
I don't think that's actually a thing either. Sorry, I get a little bit sarcastic sometimes, but either way, it was a fun game to watch.
Yeah,
I really think it was a draft win with Puck just getting to do whatever he wanted. I think you need to have an answer for that hero, otherwise this is going to happen.
I mean, they had the potential to do that. Shouty and Leshrac, who was able to get a lot of disruptions, but unfortunately the Splurth is just too damn hard to land after disruption for whatever reason. I mean, kind of hard on QPAD, but you definitely want to see him well. I know Waga. I'm friendly with Waga. Waga's definitely a very, very nice guy. I really want to see him do well, but they've got to sort of get their head straight because the International West qualifiers are happening very, very soon, and QPAD are in a very tough group. They're in a group with EG and Mouse, which is probably the hardest group. So they've got to get their act straight, and they're going to have to do it within the next couple of days. Otherwise, they're not going to qualify for the National, and they're going to have to just participate in other tournaments, which they probably can't test their best level competition. But anyways, hopefully you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching, everybody, and we will see you all next time. Peace.